We've read through 15 financial books, ranging from investing to practical practices to the psychology of money. And here's the thing, making money can be simpler than you think. Instead of going through tens or even hundreds of hours of reading and digesting the content, here are 12 of the most mind-blowing secrets that will alter your perspective on wealth forever. Don't be afraid to fail. Did you know that there is a financial hack in life that only the successful know? It might sound counterintuitive at first glance, but the first secret you need to know is, don't be afraid to fail. Make no mistake, this is the starting point of wealth creation. You're not going to be rich if you keep playing it safe all the time. Buying stocks, running a business, real estate, everything in the financial world comes with risks. It's a natural part of life. Speaking of life, one of the things we've noticed is that the reluctance to take risks usually stems from a desire for comfort or predictability. When you're unsure of something, you tend to avoid it. However, stepping outside your comfort zone is where true opportunities lie. Calculated risks, informed by research and thoughtful analysis, can lead to breakthroughs and unexpected successes. That's what Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad is letting us know. Consider Thomas Edison's relentless pursuit of the electric light bulb. He spanned countless experiments and failures before he got it right. But what if he and all the other scientists played it too safe? We will never be this advanced. How about a master investor like Warren Buffett? We'll tell you for free that he'd never be this rich if he didn't take risks. And guess what? He has made a couple of bad calls too. If you're not failing, you're not trying so hard. That's the simile. And on that note, if it's inevitable, why are you afraid of it? It's not about how much money you make that matters. It's how much money you keep. The second eye-opening secret is also from Kiyosaki's book, and it's a genuine shocker. It's not about how much money you make that matters. It's how much money you keep. While earning a substantial income is undoubtedly valuable, the real measure of financial success lies in how well you can retain your Benjamins. In a world that's filled with worldly desires and never-ending wants, this principle stands tall. Incomes can be a bit deceiving, especially if you earn a big paycheck. Each time you swipe your card to pay for something expensive, we want you to understand that you may have just missed out on a golden opportunity. Let's consider two people with contrasting financial habits. On the one hand, we have Alex, who earns abundantly but spends recklessly, and Sam, who adopts a frugal approach, strategically saving and investing. While the former keeps losing money to unnecessary things and eating his future away, the latter, even if he earns a comparatively modest income, will accumulate and eventually retain more wealth over time. You need to look closely at the lives of the biggest millionaires today. Despite the fact that they could easily afford to live life to the fullest, why don't they? Why do they still care about making more money when they're already in the top 1%? Your financial aptitude is determined by how well you manage your money when you get it, how to retain it for long without people taking it, and how to make money work hard for you. Make a budget. There's a reason why Aaron Lowry's Broke Millennial is a favorite among millennials. It's easy and relatable. From student loans to credit scores and the importance of budgeting, the book offers practical advice to millennials who want to build wealth. But it's the latter that we really want to talk about. If you want to build wealth and gain financial freedom, one of the most important things you need to do is make a budget. Yep, we know a lot of financial experts say this all the time, but there's a lot of sense in it. Making a budget is a financial secret of utmost importance. One can even say it's the bedrock for sound financial health. It goes beyond just mere numbers. It's a strategic roadmap that empowers individuals to take control of their finances. Not only does budgeting create awareness of your spending patterns, but you'll also know if your resources are being allocated purposefully. However, it can get hard. Making a budget is one thing, but sticking to it is another. Lowry's book makes it really easy by giving us some amazing techniques like the cash diet, where you pay for things only in cash so you can see where and how you spend. Withdraw a set amount each week or each month, and don't spend more than that sum. But don't forget to add extra dollars for unforeseen expenses. As an alternative, you can also use the envelope system. Here, you'll separate your money into different envelopes for each category: rent or mortgage, utilities, transportation, food, and more. It could be physical or virtual, but you'll have to be strict here. Don't take money meant for rent, feeding, or any other category. Failure to do so will defeat the entire goal. Automate your finances. Imagine awakening one morning to discover all of your bills paid, your savings account flourishing, and your investments thriving, without even doing anything. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? What if we told you that this dream could turn into a reality with financial automation? This is one of the fascinating secrets we got from reading David Bach's book, Automatic Millionaire. Automating your finances provides a major benefit by allowing you to set up automatic bill payments, ensuring timely payments each month. This reduces the risk of late fees or damage to your credit score from missed payments, addressing a common struggle for 36% of U.S. adults, as per a recent study. Additionally, financial automation offers the advantage of setting up automatic transfers to savings or investment accounts, facilitating consistent growth without manual intervention. This provides valuable information, especially considering that a Bankrate survey found that 25% of U.S. individuals would rely on a credit card instead of emergency savings to cover a $1,000 bill. Want to know what's worse? This trend wouldn't slow down anytime soon. Finally, automation supports the pay yourself first philosophy. If you practice this secret, you'll be able to automatically allocate a portion of your income towards future goals before discretionary spending. It goes hand in hand with our previous point about budgeting. You wouldn't even need to do the math each time you received your monthly income. Set financial goals. The fifth money secret we'd like to share is setting financial goals. Now, you're probably wondering why this is so important, aren't you? Let's do this. Picture your financial goals as a destination on a map. Without it, will you be able to easily reach your destination? That's exactly what goals are. Without them, you may as well just not bother. Having specific financial goals acts as a compass providing guidance for your spending decisions. It enables you to focus on what truly matters, allowing you to allocate your resources effectively. Furthermore, your laid out goals will also keep you informed on how you're progressing and the things you can do to better stay on track. In a nutshell, what if we told you that having a plan in place makes you more likely to achieve your financial aspirations? Let's say you wanted to buy a house in 5 years. Without a specific goal, saving for a down payment will be difficult. You wouldn't even know when you've been derailed. However, when you set a goal that guides spending, it'll keep you on track when challenges arise and allow regular progress checks. This focused approach turns your dream into a tangible plan, influencing decisions and ensuring steady progress. Think like a millionaire. After reading Top 10 Distinctions Between Millionaires and the Middle Class by Keith Cameron Smith, we discovered one crucial concept. If you want to be a millionaire, start thinking like one. Would you believe that if we told you there's only one difference between millionaires and the people in the middle class? And no, it's not about the overwhelming difference in wealth. The difference is the mindset. There's only one way to become a millionaire. Think like one. You see, rich people focus not only on the present but also on the future, setting goals that extend over years or even decades rather than short-term intervals. According to Smith, expanding your perspective in the long term enhances your chances of accumulating wealth over time. Instead of thinking about short-term issues like how to pay your bills each month, why don't you take things up a notch by considering how you can double your income in a year? And guess what? It goes beyond everyday life. Investing time and resources in assets with long-term potentials, like stocks or real estate, allows compounding returns to work in your favor. This compounding effect, where earnings generate further earnings, can significantly boost wealth over time. Additionally, a long-term mindset will keep you learning and honing your skills. You'll never be satisfied with just barely making ends meet. Diversify income. This brings us to the next point, which is never underestimate the power of diversifying your income. Make no mistake, this is a key strategy if you want to be financially resilient and grow. No matter how attractive an investment or job is, relying solely on a single income source can leave you vulnerable to economic fluctuations and unforeseen challenges. By diversifying, whether through multiple streams of employment, investments, or side businesses, you can spread risk and enhance financial stability. What we love most about diversification is that it not only guards against income loss, but also amplifies earning potential. Different income sources can perform independently. And if all of them do well, what's there not to love? It's an absolute win on all fronts. This variety opens a lot of opportunities for skill development and personal growth from multiple streams of income. There's a really amazing secret that we're going to talk about later in this video that amplifies this. So you might want to stick around to the end so you don't miss out on the illuminating piece. Break free from the mind trap. Moving on, have you ever heard about the sunk cost fallacy? For the benefit of the doubt, this concept could be defined as a human tendency to continue with something we've invested money, effort, or time into, even if the current costs outweigh the benefits. Let's say you've been working in a well-paying job that is way too strenuous for you to enjoy, leading to apathy. You've grown out of love for it. Will you continue working there? A lot of people will. They'd rather stay because at the back of their minds, they're thinking, I can't leave now. I've put in too much time and effort into this job. Guys, make no mistake. The sunk cost fallacy is a cognitive trap that will keep you making decisions based on past investments, rather than future gains. Continuing down a path solely because of past investments, despite clear signs that it is not the right choice, can lead to prolonged dissatisfaction, unfulfilling careers, or even staying in unhealthy relationships. This fallacy hinders our ability to reassess situations objectively and make decisions based on their current and future merits. Breaking free from this mind trap involves recognizing that past investments, no matter how substantial, should not dictate our future choices. Instead, it's essential to evaluate each decision independently, considering present circumstances and future prospects. By prioritizing future outcomes over past investments, we open ourselves to making choices that align better with our goals, values, and overall well-being. Dream big. The ninth money secret on our list sounds easy, but it's actually way more complicated than it sounds. Have any ideas? We are, of course, talking about big dreams. When you look at luminaries like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and so on, you can see they all have one thing in common. They had really big dreams. While a small thinker can only see what's before him, people who dare to dream already see the future. As usual, let's have a practical example of this. Janet and Pam are both looking to buy a piece of land that costs $100,000 in a lackluster area. Even though they both can afford it, they see things differently. On one hand, Janet thinks it's not worth it because it's sitting in a shabby area that no one pays attention to. However, what about Pam? Instead of looking at things from a short-term perspective, she's envisioning a future where the land appreciates and becomes worth $700,000. While both of them are right in their own way, who do you think is going to be richer in the future? Always see opportunities where others think there is a crisis. No matter the economic crisis, Warren Buffett is going to keep on making his usual investments because he doesn't care about the short term. That's exactly why the rich keep on winning. Start now. No matter what level of wealth you've attained, we're sure you must have heard the financial advice of making early investments or saving and keeping it for a really long time. For example, if you could save up to $30 a day for the next 30 years, you'd have gotten close to $330,000. While that may sound enticing, it can be pretty disheartening. Will that mean you can only be rich when you're old and not be able to enjoy life as you once did? Well, we all want nice things like a comfortable home or a sleek car, but no one wants to be too old to enjoy them. So, you can imagine the joy when we've stumbled on this amazing book called The Millionaire Fastlane by M.J. DeMarco. It completely changed our perspective. This book revolves around the concept of achieving wealth and early retirement through endeavors such as launching a prosperous business, inventing groundbreaking creations, or generating lucrative sources of income at a young age. While we admit the term get rich quick is frequently attributed to Ponzi's and scams, rest assured that the book is talking about nothing close to it. For instance, if you start a business, you'd have to dedicate 5 to 10 years of hard work to do it. But once it goes off, you make so much money that you can retire early and have someone run it for you. Compared to saving or holding a real estate property for 20 or even 30 years, wouldn't you say 10 years is amazing? Attaining financial success in your youth allows you to explore a world of possibilities and live life on your own terms. However, if you're not too confident, you can still stick with investing and compounding your interest over time. Warren Buffett, who is one of the most influential investors of our time, accumulated the majority of his wealth after the age of 50, starting when he was only a kid. Practice what works best for you. Passive income. Hey, remember when we told you that we had a juicy secret that addresses diversifying your income? Well, we've got it all here. The power of passive incomes. Apart from the fact that it's the kind of income that rolls in without requiring your constant attention, offering financial flexibility and peace of mind, another reason why you've got to have passive income is that it generates a lot of cash flow. From dividends to investments, rental income derived from real estate, royalties earned from creative endeavors, and automated online businesses, passive incomes will give you amazing flexibility. Instead of working too much or depending on a traditional job, you can rest easier and pursue other passions. Sure, it can take a considerable amount of money and time to begin with, but we guarantee that it will be worth it. So, let's not forget about the fact that you can have multiple passive income sources. Imagine making money from rental properties, ATMs, and laundromats all in a month without moving a finger. This is the reality that awaits you when you earn passively. Always take and incorporate feedback. This leads us to the final secret for today. Always take feedback. In the ever-changing landscape of businesses, this fundamental practice is the only way for you to stay on top of the game. Feedback serves as a compass, providing essential insights into customer satisfaction, product effectiveness, and overall business performance. By actively seeking and embracing feedback, businesses can create a direct line of communication with their audience, fostering a deeper understanding of their needs and preferences. Whether it's positive or constructive, feedback will always be beneficial. On the one hand, positive feedback reinforces what's working well, serving as a catalyst for continued success. While on the other, constructive feedback will tell you what you need to do differently. Ignoring feedback can lead to a disconnect between a business and its clientele, potentially resulting in missed opportunities and customer dissatisfaction. Unless you want your business to collapse, please do everything you can to ensure it never happens.